Like I said, he won. Congratulations to him.
We'll see you tomorrow night.
I'll be at Lawrenceburg, Indiana tomorrow night.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, give a round of applause to Casey Burdett. Get himself a runner-up spot. Mike Altabelli from Saxton, Pennsylvania. Always good seeing him in the 95 entry, the current points leader running for the Dirt Car Racing Renegades of Dirt National Championship of 2019. And you get a podium finish third.
Yeah, I'll take third tonight. It was tough tonight. Track was tough and a lot of good cars here. And I was glad to see Daniel get one. He's had some bad luck this year, and nice to see another Roman car get a win.
Obviously, you always want to win, but does there come a time being the points leader that you just kind of have to settle down and just think consistency just to try to get those points to rack up for the championship?
Yeah, absolutely. I could have probably forced the issue with Casey a couple times, but there's no use looking at the big picture, you know. So try to win a championship here, and we'll take a third.
A third place for the driver out of Saxton, Pennsylvania. Again, Mike Altabelli again for third place. Second spot, runner-up of the 44 out of Parkersburg. Bird Dizzle, Casey Burdett, and your winner, first-time winner of the Renegades of Dirt Modified Series. It is the car number 8 entry from Pennsboro, West Virginia. Daniel the Thrill Hill wins the 15th annual running of the Dixon Classic. Renegades of Dirt will be in action tomorrow night at Elkins Raceway in Cairns, West Virginia. Follow the action. On behalf of the World Racing Group, Dirt Car Racing, for Edge Entertainment, all the great people, thank you for checking us out here at Tyler County Speedway. And we will get ready now for the next race with the Edge Hot Mods and the final race of the night for that matter. Dustin, back up to you, buddy. Always fun working with you, my friend.
All right, thanks a lot, Wesley. The Edge Hot Mods are in the lineup chute, and we'll allow you to make your way. We'll allow you to make your way back up here to the press box so that you can give the call for the Edge Hot Mod feature.
Hot Mods.
15 laps is the distance in your Edge Hot Mod A main. It's making its way out onto the track. Danny Thomas going to start on the pole in the 7 Junior. Outside of him, Steven Dotson in the 12S. Row 2 on the inside, Steve Magyar in the 50. Outside of him, Jeff Gorel in the RX1. Third row back on the inside, it's Casey Ash in the 699, and he'll be flanked by Flying Brian Probst in the 33. We move back to row number 4. There we find Kevin Dotson in the 21, and on his outside, it'll be the 59 of John Thomas. We move back to row number 5. It's Roland Bell in the 62, and on the outside of Bell in the 50X, it's John Magyar. Final few starters then is the driver of the 73, that is B.J. Dennis. The 33M of James Magyar, Ron Crash Craddock in the 66, and Anastasia Allman in the 0. Going to round out your starters in tonight's Edge Hot Mod A main. 15 laps. And it's to no surprise, Danny Thomas and Steven Dotson up front.
Our final race of the night, ready to go here at America's Baddest Bull Ring. As always, follow Tyler County Speedway online, TylerCountySpeedwayOnline.com, Tyler County Speedway on Facebook, at _Bull Ring on Twitter.
No love lost between these two drivers on the front row. This ought to be a good one for those of you that have hung around for it. Danny the Taz Thomas on the inside, Steven Dotson on the outside. Caution lights turned out. Green flag is about to wave. 15 laps is the distance in your Edge Hot Mod A main.
And the final race of the night for the 25th running of the Topless 50 and the 15th running of the Dixon Classic. Green flag is in the air. Danny Thomas, also DJ, a former fast track competitor in the Hot Mod, leading the way in the 7 Junior down to turn 3.
Danny Thomas making the move to the Hot Mod division 1 year ago, and it's paid dividends for him. He's going to lead at the end of lap number 1. Steven Dotson second, Steve Magyar third, Jeff Gorel fourth, Bryant Probst fifth at the end of lap number 1. Everyone clean and green as the top 2 cars started to pull away a little bit. Steven Dotson leaves the right side of that car hang out ever so slightly, and that allows Thomas to power ahead.
Thomas there, Dotson in second. The 50 machine is also in the mix of Magyar. They'll come across the line. 2 laps in now. Down the back straightaway, it's still Danny Thomas Jr. hitting his marks off the corner.
Danny Thomas and Steve Dotson. Again, just a little bit of gap between those two drivers. In third place, Steve Magyar right now. Everyone stays clean on the inside of the racetrack. Dotson's able to put a nose underneath Danny Thomas coming off the corners. Thomas, though, with just a little bit more momentum down the straightaways. You got to think that Steven Dotson maybe just biding his time back there right now, waiting to see if he's able to make a move on Danny Thomas in this one. 4 laps down, 11 laps to go.
Well, we're hoping you're enjoying this extra bonus coverage on the Flow Racing Network. Dustin Jarrett, Wesley Outland here with you at Tyler County Speedway. This is the Edge Hot Mod feature. And they got a big race coming up at the end of the year in September with the Workerman's Championship. That's going to be a big money show, Dustin. But this is kind of like the pro late model version of modified racing off turn 4, but still Danny Thomas leading.
These hot mods at Tyler County put on a good show week in and week out, typically averaging over 20 cars per event. But your race leaders right now, they're slowly closing in on the back of the field. This time by 7 laps will be scored, 8 laps to go. And if they do make their way to the back of the field, Wesley, business will pick up because, again, sometimes being in second is a little bit better than leading as you're able to see where to go and where not to go. And that might be the case here with Steven Dotson trying to pounce on Danny Thomas.
Hey, they're coming to halfway this time by in off the corner. Look out. Battle for the lead and lap traffic in the way as well with Dotson. Magyar will go down to the number 2 spot. New lead change. Steven Dotson to the lead. But Willie, Danny Thomas Jr. back on the inside, battling back.
Danny Thomas going to take that 7 car down to the inside and hang on to the top spot. Dotson, though, not losing any ground by rolling the high side of the speedway. 9 laps scored, 6 laps remaining. Those two drivers with about 3/4 of a straightaway advantage over Magyar and Gorel, who battled for the 3rd spot. Dotson right there. They nearly made contact coming off 4.
And
good race for the lead.
Yes, sir. We've so far been clean and green, Dustin. With Danny Thomas out in front, Dotson, Magyar, Gorel, and Probst, the top 5. Battle heating up for the lead. Dotson's reeled in. Danny Thomas again off turn 4. Wow.
Danny Thomas right now doing a good job of keeping Steven Dotson at bay. 1 car, BJ Dennis, goes around, and he's going to stay in the infield, and we stay green.
Caution's out.
Caution flag comes out. B.J. Dennis in the infield out of harm's way, but he's going to want to rejoin the field, so he will do so over in turn number 2, and that is a shame because things were real interesting up front with your leaders dicing their way through lap traffic. 11 laps scored, 4 laps to go. Danny Thomas has been the leader of this one since the drop of the green. Steven Dotson 2nd, Steve Magyar 3rd, Jeff Gorel 4th, and now Casey Ash rounds out the top 5.
Back under caution. Trouble again in turn number 2, the first yellow of this feature, just after halfway. I think they're going to go back to 11 or 10 complete, the 23 going around there. Or the 73. And caution coming out for that car.
And
we go back under yellow.
B.J. Dennis in the 73 was your caution car. He went around over in turn number 2. We'll get the field line back up and get ready to go back. Green flag racing again. 11 laps down, 4 laps to go. So no surprise, Danny Thomas and Steve Dotson out front in this one.
Don't forget, next Saturday, the second annual running of the Great American Crate Race here at America's Baddest Bull Ring, the Tyler County Speedway, featuring a $7,000 to win Fast Track Racing Series powered by Chevrolet Performance National Touring event. We'll see who will be the champion. It's all part of our Fast Track doubleheader West Virginia weekend at I-77 and then here at Tyler County. Here we come back to green.
Yep, green flag back out again. 4 laps remain, 4 to go. Danny Thomas trying to hang on in the 7. Stephen Dotson second. Here comes Jeff Gorel now to the outside of Steve Magyar in a battle for that 3rd spot. Those two wheel to wheel down the back straightaway. Jeff Gorel in the RX-1, Steve Magyar in the 50.
Here they come off of 4. Back across the stripe. The laps tick away. Thomas, Dotson, Magyar, Gorel, Ash now in the top 5. Everybody is staying single file. Dotson not ready to strike yet on Danny Thomas. He's on the inside out of 4. 2 to go.
2 laps to go, and you got to wonder if that caution didn't spoil the little bit of momentum that Stephen Dotson to build up. He peeks his nose down to the inside of Danny Thomas. Around turns 1 and 2, not able to get it done. He'll get another run down the back straightaway. Tuck in line behind of him. White flags in the air. 1/4 of a mile remaining for Danny Thomas.
1 more lap remaining. Another Fast Track competitor of the past. Fast Track builds champions again here at Tyler County. Danny Thomas leads in the Edge Hot Mods. We beat the weather. We're done by midnight. Dustin, it's Danny Thomas Jr. coming to the checkered flag in the Edge Hot Mod feature.
Stephen Dotson crosses in second. Steve Magyar third. 4th will go to Jeff Gorel. And Casey Ash will round out the top 5 in your Edge Hot Mod A main here tonight. Well, he's crossed the scales and made his way through tech. Danny Thomas about to make his way back out on the racetrack, the winner of this evening's Edge Hot Mod A Main.
Well, just like the Renegades of Dirt feature winner, a former Fast Track winner, this one is a former Fast Track driver, Danny Thomas Jr. winning the Edge Hot Mods feature, and the 7 Junior to close out our coverage on Flow Racing Network's 15th Annual Dixon Classic and the 25th run into the Topless 50 here at Tyler County. Danny, great run, man.
Thank you, man. I was just trying to hold a good line, be smooth. And Steven was under me there several laps, and he drove me clean. And that's what racing's all about, and I'll treat him the same way. It was a good time.
A good show, man. Just talk about how much fun you're having, because I know I've known you for a long time in the pro late model circuit, but racing in the hot mods, and I know family kind of made you